Alright, and we are live, hitting record. Should be recording now. I didn't check to see if my mic was working properly. Sometimes it doesn't, so let's check that real quick. Oh, wrong window is being captured. It always does that for some reason, it just randomly switches to the wrong monitor. There we go. Messing with my Stream Deck before. Get all these things open. My mic should be working properly. And I think you could hear the music. Yeah. Cool. My analytics appears to be working and should be set to get some work done. I think I gotta raise my desk a smidge. There we go. Let's see my light. Okay. Let's open up our Notion to-do list. Let's put something into in progress. Oh, I gotta open the project. I always do this. Okay, the first thing I have to do is set up Git correctly. Because I did not do that. Oops. So in progress, setting up Git. I don't know why I have problems setting up with Unity specifically. Because I already made the project, not to add the whole project to the Git repo. We should probably do it before we even open it. So let's do it in VS Code, I bet. Okay, not a Git repository. I thought I added Git to the drone AI. I tried setting up a GitHub desktop, which is probably my first problem. Yeah, it says drone AI Unity. So it should exist. Where is this? Maybe this is just a new folder somewhere on my computer. Let me just search for it real quick. No, it didn't go to my GitHub folder. So it's in Drone AI? Drone AI Unity? That's not what I wanted at all. So apparently there's a Drone AI Unity folder in here. Yeah, no. No. That's not what I wanted. Okay, that makes sense now. Let's... Okay, this might work if I name it the same thing as what it's supposed to be called. I'm not sure though. So I could ignore I want Unity. Let's use the same steps. So I choose this folder. I'm scared that this will overwrite everything, so let's I'm just gonna quickly make a copy and paste of this. It's on my D drive. Okay, yeah. Let's just copy, paste this onto another hard drive. Should take a minute. Just in case this is the wrong way to do this. I should really just look it up. Almost done copying, and we're good. Okay. So we should have a safe copy somewhere. Let's try this. Okay. Hey, Yusa Studios. Welcome. Oh, did that work? Oh, I think it did. Just trying to set up a Git repo for a new project. I haven't done it this way before, though. Usually I start the Git repo before I start the project, but this time I had the project already, I'm trying to add it. I think that worked. I also did a Flappy Bird AI using Neat after watching your video about it. But used Godot rather than Unity. Oh, awesome, man. That's cool. I actually haven't set up Neat yet. That's something I want to do. But that's awesome though that you got that working. I've never used Godot. Godot. I think it's called Godot. Or Godot, either way. Uh-oh. Okay, sure. Is this bad? Let's just see if this works. And then maybe I'll try to get this project open on my computer, on my laptop, just to see if this works at all. Should have a lot of files to push. So I assume you had to make the Flappy Bird from scratch too, kinda. Hold on, I can't read your comment. I see it's there. Just took my glasses off. My glasses are filthy. Where are you from and what do you do? I'm from New York, in Albany right now, and I'm a software engineer during the day. Can you see my monitor? Maybe a little bit. No, okay, it's fine. But I like doing these AI projects on the side and making videos about it, teach people. What about you? Where are you from and what do you do? I don't know what's going on with this. I guess it's just not working. Or did it work? No, it's definitely not working. I'm gonna try to press it one more time, then I'm gonna give up. I have to see how I set up the par repository. Oh man, cool. I'm from Nepal and I'm a computer engineering student. Awesome. That's really cool. What kind of things are you interested in? I was doing computer science, and when I was in college, I didn't really know too much at the time. I just knew like low-level languages because that's what they taught basically. But I didn't know what type of programming I was interested in. If it was like web development, game development, software development. Do you have any idea on which route you'd like to go down yet? It's alright if you don't know, because I didn't. Okay, so this is not working. I was trying to use GitHub Desktop because sometimes it's easier just to start off a project, but sometimes regular Git is better. Okay. Let's maybe I could change that setting. Last semester I mainly focused on game dev. Well, living cost here is a lot cheap, so I'm sustaining myself with it. LOL. Awesome. So that's pretty cool. Are you working on like actual projects, I guess? Game dev is pretty cool. I never got into it formally. I just kind of have been dabbling with it lately through these AI simulations. I haven't actually tried to make a game. I do want to though, actually. This new thing that I've been working on, the drone, that I'm trying to save to get right now, the drone AI, was originally, this drone was going to be part of a game I was making. That's why I bought the asset a while ago. It's just a FPV drone asset. I just give up on this. What if I... I don't want to publish it. It's broken. Maybe I'll look this up. Oh. I've had this problem before, actually. So the git ignore was in a folder beside the Unity project folder. I needed to modify the paths in the git ignore to reflect it, so it knew where to look. So the git ignore has to be in the right place. So let's see where the git ignore went. Which should be right in here. If it's not right in here, maybe that's the problem. No, there's git ignore. Whoops. So let's open .git ignore. Nope. I have to see how my other project's set up. I said I should do that already, but now I'm really gonna have to do that. Okay. So we go to documents. Nope, not that documents. I'm gonna split off here. So this is the drone AI, the one that I'm trying to get set up, and the driving AI is one where I have a good Git repo. Such a simple problem that I'm trying to figure out right now. Shouldn't even be causing me issues. So this one doesn't have the git ignore in here. How did I do this then? Okay, so this is different. The git ignore isn't in here. I think I might have put this in a different location, maybe. The whole project itself. So I have a different documents folder, the regular documents, that it might be in. GitHub. Car AI Unity. This is what I need to do. So I need to just, okay, I can do this. This is actually easy. What does this git ignore file look like? This one's different, so I might just copy and paste this into the other one. Okay, we have an approach. I'm just going to use GitHub Desktop one more time, because now that I know what I need to do. How do I remove a Git repository? I don't think remove is enough. Guys, delete the Git files. That should be enough. .git, yeah. Just gonna delete all these. I'm gonna delete the other one that I accidentally made, and we're gonna do it the right way for once. Or to delete this one. Yeah, let's just delete that whole folder. It's open. It's open in here. Okay, click. So we can do it right in here. Open by another program. Maybe it's opened by Unity itself? No, I didn't open that. What other app would be using this? Nothing. Except Unity Hub. Maybe. Okay, so that doesn't work. That worked though. That is me. It really doesn't want to get rid of this guy. I'm used to Linux. I don't know if this is a command. No. Can I open this in Bash instead? Yeah. Okay. Why is it being used? Oh well, I don't care about the folder itself. Let's this was supposed to be a real easy task. Let's create a new repository. We could make a new folder in this same path. I'm gonna call it drone AI. Whoops, it's not. just gonna put it right in the Unity folder. Okay. I'll initialize it with a readme, but not a git ignore, because I'll use my own for that. Okay. Now what we could do is we could just drag this guy into this guy. Oh, you're annoying. I can just copy and paste it. Okay, and I believe this is the proper way to set this up. Oh, I'm so dumb. The program that was using those folders is VS Code. Yeah, I was about to say that should be going way faster than it was. Okay. While that's loading, what can we do? We can look at our task list. And hopefully the setup git will move to completed in like 2 seconds. So what's next? After we set up the git, I think I want to roll back some of the changes that I made, so we can record some clips for YouTube videos. But I want to be able to move this target around and move it automatically. So I added multiple targets, but I want it to just move around on its own. Then when I say target, I mean the thing that the drones are going to fly towards in the beginning when they're training. I want to open the project, but I'm setting everything up. Sorry, guys. It's going to take a minute. Okay, that's almost done. So yeah, this collects some B-roll for hovering drones. Maybe I could add like another column. Nope, not a page. Nope, not that either. I want a new column. Oh, here. Up next. So that way I could kind of organize the stream a little bit. So this is just all the tasks. This up next, this in progress. Up next would be giving drones their velocity as input is one. Collecting some B-roll I want to do, which is like clips of the drones flying for a video. Making a track eventually, that goes at the bottom. Automatically move the target. I actually did give the ability to move the target around already, but now we just have to automatically move the target, so let's change that to completed. I think that's good for now. Cool. So we should be able to go into GitHub Desktop now, and we see all these changes. And here, we're going to say initial commit, no, commit, and then Oh, wait, no. Oh, that's not even the initial commit. This is would be the second commit. So this should be fine, but what I need to do first is add a git ignore, which is I'm going to copy from my other project. Where is this? Documents? GitHub? Car AI. Okay, so this git ignore I want. And we're going to take this and put it in drone-AI. Okay. So now if I open this, should change things. Maybe if I only add the git ignore first. Yeah. Alright, now I add the rest. Is this still not set up properly? I don't think it's gonna work again. Which is a bummer, 'cause I just want version control. That's all I want. Maybe it's working. I think it's working this time. All right. Shouldn't take that long, right? Must be something wrong. It worked. Thank you. Finally. All right. Let's publish this GitHub repository. Cool. Now I have version control. Finally. That was way harder than it should have been. Took 30 minutes to set up Git. I don't have any water. Well, while it's uploading, at least now I know that it's working, so I can finally open the project. So it's not actually this one anymore. I have to add the new one. It's actually this one. Oh, no. So I have to add the subfolder, which is this one. It's gonna look very similar to this guy, so I should probably just remove it. Yeah, remove from list. Yeah. Cool. So now our new one right here is the correct one. So now we can see what we've been working on. Okay. So I should be able to just run this and load it in. Keeper. We're gonna reload around 2,500. Let's see if these are the drones that I'm thinking of. If I press load, I'm gonna change the time of the round to 30 seconds. I'm gonna press load. That didn't work. Okay. So the save feature I don't think works. Or the load feature. Let's see if the save feature works. So if I go to the scene and I press manual save, it should save it at the end of this round. And we shouldn't see any errors, but if there's errors, then that means our saving and loading system is messed up after that kit rearrangement. So it's frozen right now, which is why I don't see those little tiny propellers spinning. They're very tiny as it is, so I don't mind if you can't see it at all. But we should see them just go to the next round, and then we'll be able to load that round next time. And then after this, we can just start working on some quality of life improvements. I would like to show you guys the... Okay, cool. So I think that worked. There was no errors for the loading. I think the problem was that it just didn't have that many rounds. Oh, you know what it is? I bet maybe we just didn't train to round 9,000. Yeah, look at that. It's actually loading a brain. Okay. So we do have the trained brain. I just forgot that it wasn't 2,500 for this specific training session. It takes a second to load the round, but once it's done, yeah. Okay, so this is what we got. They started flying around like crazy, in a good way. Very cool. I'm not giving them enough time. If we give them like 60 seconds, you can really see how good they got. So their goal is to go from here to, I believe, down here, and then up here and across. So yeah, they go here, then here, and then they fly up here. That's their next target, and then here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it repeats. So they go back to 1, and just repeat the cycle. Yeah, so after a lot of training and a lot of rounds, this is finally the results that they got, and it doesn't look very human-like, I would say. I wish that they were just a little bit more realistic looking, because if you look at the view from the drone itself, if I turn on the camera script, it does not look very good. Oh, that one probably died, yeah. So from inside the drone, you can't even see anything. Well, right now they're all on top of each other, but it's just spinning so much that would just make you dizzy. So what I'd like to do is give it some sort of score for being more human-like, but not forcing it to be human-like. I want it to figure it out on its own. So I'm thinking of giving it some sort of reward when the drone is pointing in the direction of movement, so that way the camera sees where it's going. That's kind of what people do. They don't fly backwards too often unless they're doing some sort of trick, which I'm not trying to make the drone learn. So as long as it points the camera in the direction it's trying to move, I think that'll make it a lot more human-like and better for us to look at. Hmm. Okay, we can leave those guys up while we think of the next task. So we have setup get is done. So automatically move target was kind of an idea I had before I set up these 5 targets. So I had one target initially, and I just wanted to make it move around randomly, which is probably actually a better idea than this, because they still are overfit. You can see them forming these like currents where they're like this current right here. They go across in this very specific pattern, and sometimes if they fall off this track too far, they can't get back to it. So it's not a good solution. They're very overfit for this specific problem right now. So what I'd like to do is maybe just make the target spawn in random locations in the air each round. So that way the best drone will be the one that can go towards the target the most consistently, no matter where it is. So that shouldn't be too hard. I just need to get an X, Y, Z position in a cube, and that should be it. I don't know where the coordinates are right now, so what would be the position of this guy? 25, 50, -2. This guy is 50, 50-ish. I'm just rounding. And then -15. This one is also negative, so 50, 50. X is, okay, so 0 is over here somewhere. This is 50-ish. Okay, and these are exact. So this is 0 about in the X direction. And I think the floor is kind of, it's still not even 0. If I put the floor at 0, that would make more sense. I'm going to put the floor at 0 in the Y direction. 0 Y, and also 0 in the Z. Just so the floor could be 0, 0, 0, and we'll know like that the targets can only spawn above the floor, basically, is what I'm going to do. So the floor is actually pretty big. It is about, I'm just going to guesstimate by dragging this over here. Oh, it's over 160, which is kind of a random number, because the scale is not consistent. What is this scaling factor? Oh, it's super thin and really wide. Oh, why is it so thin? This floor actually looks good when it's thick. Oh, no, it does not. That was a lie. Because it's not just the floor, it's actually all of the objects. Oh, look, they actually made it over here. Some of them. So even though I moved this target way over here, they still were able to get it, and they're even flying that way in their current that I was talking about. So it actually doesn't matter how far away I put the target, because as long as they get closer to it, they'll learn. Okay, so let's just go to our little coding area. Or you know what, we should open our scripts again, because all these old ones are gonna be bad. Let's go to our project and let's open. What do I want to change? I want to each round, so it'd be in the round handler. Each round I want to move the target to a random position. So it'd be in here. This is a random thing that I want to look up. I'm just thinking about this on the side, but I want to look up how much Descript costs. We'll do this together since it's just something that I randomly thought about. I guess I'll just click on their ad. Because I know how much the free one costs, and I know you only get 10 hours of transcription per month. That's kind of low, because I was thinking about using this for my stream, Descript, to transcribe the stream, but it just isn't. What isn't it? It isn't. It isn't good for long streams because 10 hours per month is not good when you're trying to transcribe a whole entire stream. That might be 2 or 3 days, is a whole month's worth. 30 hours is a little better. It's if I streamed an hour per day for an entire month, which could happen. It wouldn't happen every day. Just a thought that I had. All right. Let's get back to the drones. I want an easy way to show them side by side. Maybe if I pop it out and put that up here. And I also minimize this. Okay. So now I got everything set up. We just have to create a random position. Let's just make a new function for that. Random target position. So I'm just gonna say a random range between 0 and maybe 100 to start. Is that not how you use this? It returns an int. Oh, random range. Okay, so use random dot range instead. Okay. So this returns an int though. I guess that's fine. That's actually fine. I don't need the random points to be floats. This will give me enough granularity. So I need to do this for every single, can I give it a negative? I was just about to say I need to do it for every direction. X, Y, and then Z. So the only thing is I don't think I want the Y to be negative because I don't want the points to be below the ground. So maybe this should be 200 for our cube, that is. So that way the cube is here and it doesn't go through the ground. I think I have access to the target in here, so I might as well just set target.position to that. So I am doing something weird right now to make that target the list of targets. So I might have to change the way that's working right now. Where do I use that? So this target list here. I use it here. Drone.target list equals target list. Oh, so the drone itself is actually controlling which target it's supposed to follow. Let's open up the drone script as well. That should have just opened. Okay, there we go. So I just have to stop what it's doing, where it's changing which target it's following. So we're gonna change it to just one. So that would be target index plus equals 1. Basically this whole thing, this whole thing we don't need anymore. Because that's for switching targets, but we're gonna only have one that just spawns randomly instead. This is fine. This will work. Oh wait, I don't want the drone to get its target from the target list though. Yeah, so I'm actually, okay, so I'm updating the drone target before that, so I just have to not do this. Nope, not that. Target. So target is being set in here. I just have to not use the target list if I don't want it to switch targets. Okay. And then we're gonna go to what are we gonna do? On a new round, so maybe when we reset the drones, we can call the random target position. And in here we say object dot target, which is the drone's target. Object dot target. Nope. So I have to get the drone script. Oh wait, no, I got it right here. Okay. So d.target equals target. But before I do that, I want to update the target position. So random target position. And in here, we just want to update target position. So target dot position equals new vector 3 x, y, z. This is not going to work for two reasons, because these aren't floats, and this is not right. Scheme object does not contain a dot transform. Dot position. Oh, maybe that works. Okay. Let's see. These other targets should be there, but the first one's the only one that matters. let's rerun this simulation. Let's bring everything back together. All the windows. Okay. Why did it not care that I changed this? Oh, because what? No, should have cared. Let's see, scorekeeper. Target is the first one. Oh, it moved. Oh, okay. So it's actually working. Let's go to scene. Okay, so it spawned up there now. Sweet, so every round it starts in a new spot. That's exactly what I wanted. And that's their target. Cool. We really don't need it to be 100 by 100. I'm realizing it could just be like a 10 by 10 square. As long as they spawn like in the middle. So let's do that for now. Let's just do... $10, $10, $20, $10, $10, and change the start position to be, so X would be 0. This Y would be short 30s or 20. And then this would be also 0. So the drone should start like right in the middle of the scene, just 20 squares up, I believe, if I'm thinking of that right. Okay, so let's restart that. Okay, yeah, so over here. Okay, the target actually spawned like right next to him. Now where'd it go? Oh. It's still going under the ground. Why? Well, what position is the floor at? Oh, the position is not at Y0. That's why. Cool, so now we can just look at this little scene here, and the drones will try to figure out how to get to that target. So these targets I could turn off, so they're not in the way. And our drones are just going to try to hit this target. So the high score won't make sense because it also has a bit of luck involved. Because the highest scoring drone might not be the same one each round, because maybe one of them's better at going right than going left. But overall, I think that the drones learning this is better. I think I have to increase the randomness a lot. Oh yeah, why is this randomness so low? This should be like 0.2, 0.2 at least. Okay, yeah, see, now they're learning stuff. So this drone will get the biggest score for this specific setup. But I wonder if they'll ever learn. So now if the ball's on the left, it kind of knows what to do. They haven't learned how to go up yet. Oh, which might be troublesome because I'm not actually starting them in the middle like I should. So you know what, this start position should be like 10. Let's do that before we... Did I not press save? Yeah, okay. So let's restart the training. Let me just set up some of this scorekeeper things. So I said this should be 2. This should be 2. Let's make the round time only 3 seconds. It's gonna be really quick rounds. I just want to see if they instantly figure out which direction to go. So we don't need too much time to figure that out. Whoops. Where are we? Where are... Oh, again. Okay, yeah, so let's do this before I press start. Let's make this... Oops. 0. Actually, yeah, you know what? 0 in this direction as well. And then we could turn off these other targets. I realized that this target doesn't change in the first round. That's okay. Okay, so now we should be set. And I actually kind of like this camera, so maybe we could just back it up. Let's well, I mean, it has a bunch of UI elements on it, so let's just get the scene. Does that camera have a skybox though? Oh, it does. Why can't I see the skybox? It's not enabled? Why can't I see the skybox? Oh, it's the camera that has the background. So these drones might figure out eventually which direction to go all the time. And that is the goal. So now if we just let them train for a little bit in the background, I can, you know what I should do? I'm gonna do something off stream. No, I'm not. I lied. I'm just gonna look at Notion. Okay, automatically move target. Done. Collect some B-roll for the drones hovering. I mean, we're basically doing that right now. Let's just do that. This will probably be a relatively quick stream. Okay, so what do I want to do here? I wanted to get some B-roll, so that's just like clips. I think that looks better with this camera if I could shut off all of these UI elements. Like that. Because at least this has a skybox and the camera actually looks decent. See, like right here seems pretty good. I'm going to chuck this up on screen. Oops. Not that, I want this one. I am actually going to... Why is that still there? Okay. I'm actually just going to press record here, I think. Or, you know, I really want to start doing is timestamping the stream. So the stream's recording this. I'm going to shut off my camera real quick. Okay, so I'm recording this for a video right now. Just this scene right here. I'm just going to crop it out and this will be in the video itself. I will say that on average, it looks like the drones are kind of moving in the right direction. Like that time they all went down, that was pretty good. I shouldn't give them points for crashing into the ground, because if they shouldn't get credit for just flipping over and smashing into the ground, even though that's probably like the best strategy right now if it's on the ground. They're actually doing pretty good. Yeah, these drones are actually doing pretty good right now. Alright, let me put my camera back on. I think that's enough footage for that. Okay, there we go. Okay. But I'd like to timestamp that, so I have to write that down right now manually. Say like what time I started recording. They seem to totally lose it when the target's on the right. Yeah, it looks like they learned the left better than the right so far, but eventually over time they'll learn it better. I had them actually trained pretty well previously. It might be interesting to see that brain. I'm realizing something. I didn't train these guys for too long. I'll probably let this run overnight or something later. Oh, that's very small. But I realized an issue, and that is something I wanted to fix on my to-do list. It's that during the simulation, I can't actually change the name of the save file. So right now, after these guys train, I have a button here that says manually save or autosave, but I can't change the name of the file. It's just whatever's in the code. So I'd like to make that accessible in the editor, so I could actually change it right now. Because right now, if I want to change this, I'd be overwriting previously saved data, and I don't want to do that. So what I'll do here is, that's actually on my to-do list too, I think. So I collected some B-roll. I could do more of that though. I'll do that. I'll just reloop that task around. Where was that? Yeah, ability to change name. So let's bring that over here. Okay. They're actually doing really good for only training, like, not even 10 minutes. I'm impressed that they're even going the correct direction. Like, that was pretty good. They're pretty good at going left and down, because they just have to crash into the ground. But even there, they knew to go up. So on average, they're kind of figuring this out slowly. That, they had no idea what to do with, like you said. On the right, they really don't know what to do. seem to be getting a little better at it though, but that's not what we're doing right now. I'm trying to change the file name. So let's just take a look at this. It is gonna have to probably get rid of our progress, but luckily it was only a few minutes. And this would be in the neural network script actually. So in the script at the bottom of it, wait, didn't come up. Is that not working? Oh, okay, there it is. I have this save round. So I want to change this from being that to being something better. To being a variable. Oh, so in this function itself, I should pass in the file name. I actually don't use text in Unity often, so I'm guessing it would just be a string file name. So we'll also pass that in when we call this function now. And I guess from now on we'll just use the file name system, so we could probably just replace this with file name. I think I'll keep this dash though, so there's automatically a dash after whatever you put your file name as, and then the round number. So it's gonna be file name plus dash and then round number. Oh, but they're doing so good. I don't want to lose them. It was really quick to get though, so I'm not too attached. And I think I have to fix the issue with them being so close to the ground. Like I need to give them a penalty for crashing into the ground, I think. And right now they can't see things, like they can't see this tree at all, and it actually doesn't exist, it's just for show. They can just phase through it. But it'd be cool to give them the ability to avoid obstacles at some point. And everything's like a later date task, but eventually they become current day tasks. Okay, so in the round handler, now it's saying there's an error because we're not calling this save script right. So we have to save it with file name, which doesn't exist in this file yet. So up at the top, we're gonna make a public string called file name. And then that is what we need to do. I would like to put it next to the other, yeah, under manual save. So public string file name default. And we're just gonna say, what should it start as? It should start as something temp file. So that way if you leave it as temp, it it'll get overwritten. So if you leave the file name as temp file, like that, it will get overwritten, which is fine if you just want to quickly save something, but you don't care about renaming it. So if we go back to here, we're gonna lose all that progress, sadly. But now we'll be able to save it whenever we want. So in here, yep, temp file. So I could change this to random target v1. And that's that. Now when I press autosave as well, I'm not sure if I actually have that ready yet. How does autosave work? So where's that autosave? Oh, okay, it's just or manual save. Okay, so it's the same thing. We're in the same spot for both. So it works for either autosave or regular. So let's start that again. Now I'll be able to press save after the training. Where did my scene go? Oh, that's right. So scene is very blurry when you compare it to the game view. At least for me, I'm not sure if you can tell on that. So what position would I like the camera to be in? I'm just gonna remember this and then set it to that. I think there's pretty good. Maybe up a little bit, so back a little bit more. I'd also like to turn off the UI. Okay, so that was about how far? 15 up and 30 back. Okay, so let's do that. So let's go camera, 15, 30, negative 30. And a slight downward rotation. Like that. Okay, and I also want to turn off the UI, because we're not using that right now. It'll be nice to see later on. You can't really tell that it's 3D in 3D space because maybe if I made the dot see-through. Could I do that? Could I just change the opacity of it? Not what I was trying to do. Wondering if I could change it to something a little see-through. Windshield. Nope. Why can't I? Oh well. That's fine. I'll just leave it to what it was. Okay. Another cool feature would be to automatically detect the highest level load, the save file, and automatically load that one. Because right now you have to remember which one you want to load. If you can see here in Scorekeeper, we have this round to load variable, and I have to know how much I trained the drones previously in order for this to work at all. When a better way to do it would be to have the script just know what the highest level is. But I'm not sure what the best way to do that is. It's kind of tricky, unless I could somehow search for all the files. Actually, I don't know the answer to that one yet. Because in load, it just loads the round. And then it sometimes gives an error. Maybe we could use the error to our advantage. Because if there's an error, then that means that round doesn't exist. But if there isn't an error, then it's okay. Then that would take a lot of loading. Maybe the script has something built in that can help us. I don't actually have to do that right now though. So I'm going to just add that to the to-do list. And not in the up next to do. Basically any of the training we do in this stream, I'm probably just gonna trash. So I don't know how that drone's flying. How is this drone flying? It seems to found a glitch. Let's zoom that in a little bit. How? How's it going up? It should not be going up. Oh wait, I'm not, oh, it's gone already. What's the training rate? Honestly, I should increase this number to like 40, so they train a bit slower. What happened? It seems like when I moved this script on accident, they all got messed up. Right? Or am I wrong? Let's increase the copy chance, so that way more of the better drones get copies made. That's what that does. Just trying to figure out what the optimal settings will be when I want to train these guys. So something that I'm realizing is that since every round, all of the bad drones get replaced. Like if they're lower than 40%, or lower than the top 40 spots, they get replaced no matter what. There should be some randomness that allows some of them to slip through the cracks. So that way, if all those drones were bad because they were only good at going right but not left, they shouldn't just die for that because the drone was actually decent. I don't know. They're getting better already. We could full screen this again. Is there an easy way to full screen? Maximize? Oh, okay. That kind of works. if I maximize this as well, that should be good enough for a YouTube video. Yes, this isn't... Okay, so I've got the ability to change the file name in Unity. Done. We could give the drones their velocity. I mean, that's easy. We'll just have to retrain it, like I said, so this training doesn't matter, so I shouldn't really be staring at it while I'm setting this stuff up. Make a track for them to fly around is not up next. There's a few more steps between then. Get a free-flying camera is something I want to do. Even that's above that, so give reward for pointing camera towards the direction of movement. Maybe. I'm not sure if I want to do that, because it might mess up some stuff. I actually did make the list of targets and have the drone follow them in order. Drifting is for cars. We're not working on cars right now. Car. Online training twice. I could delete that. Okay. Let's give the drones access to their velocity in all three directions. So that would be right here, and before we so when we give the brain its inputs, it we're giving it the distance to the ball in the X, Y, Z direction, and its rotation in the X, Y, and Z direction. So there's 6 inputs total for the drones. It's distance to the ball and its current rotation. So to give it its current velocity, we might want to give it 3 more inputs, because we could give it its velocity in all 3 dimensions, which is probably a good idea, but it will definitely make it harder for them to train, but we'll give them possibly better results. So if we have our drone, our current drone, or this dot velocity. Okay, yeah, so we can actually do this easily. So we have transform dot velocity, I believe. I'm just gonna divide it by 100, I think. So I can even current vel x. So it's not part of the transform? Let me see, how do you get the... How to get object velocity in Unity. It is called rigid body, that's right. Yeah, so we have to get the rigid body first, which is what I wasn't doing. So right here. So we also have to call this a float. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't declare this here. So we're gonna say RB dot. I think we have velocity now. Yeah, velocity dot X, Y, and Z. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I want to give it. We're gonna do this for X, Y, and Z. And then I might just let these guys train again. And get some clips out of it. Why does that keep popping? Okay, and now we just have to give them it as an input. I'm gonna divide it by 100 here. So that way the neural network can make sense of it. Okay, so I said today's stream was going to be kind of short. So I think, but it's almost, we're coming up to 2 hours. I think 2 hours is a reasonable size stream. If I could do a bunch of little streams per week, I think I'd like that more. Because what I've been doing is like one 4-hour stream or 5-hour stream per week or every other week. I'd rather just do a couple streams throughout the week, but make them shorter. So I get more done that way. Because then I could train in between and see what they do. Yeah, they already figured this out really well, actually, while I wasn't looking at them. So we just gave the drones their velocity. We didn't actually try it yet. The annoying thing is, I don't think I could save these brains now, because once I click on this, it breaks it. Yeah, so as soon as I click, it reloads the scripts. I wonder if there's a way to make that not automatic. But I might be able to press manual save. No, the scripts aren't working. Or the neural network script isn't working, at least. Yeah, okay. So that training is lost once again, but now they need to learn how to do it with velocity as well. So, that's fine. Just restart, make sure there's no errors. Cool. Now let them figure that out. Is there anything else I want to do today? Oops, no, that's not what I want to start. I've done that so many times, and that causes me to lose my webcam when I open that software. Because that is the camera software. I think I gotta shut it off. Turn it back on. And then it should be back? No? No camera? There we go. So I'm not sure if they'll be able to figure out how to use the velocity properly. It'd be interesting to see if they know to slow down as they get to a target instead of just slowing down after they pass it. So if their velocity is too high and the distance is really close, then they'll know they should start slowing down. That's what I'm hoping, at least, is they could figure out that connection. I think if we make the ground a little lower, that could be beneficial. Just that way the drones that just crash and stay on the ground aren't valuable. And then if we also give them just a little bit more time, like maybe 5 seconds instead of 3, that still allows it for really fast rounds, but also allows for better training. So you can see the drones that really learn how to hover in place figure it out quickest, or get the best score. I wonder if I should just stream these guys training at some point. So I don't know. Sometimes the drones figure out how to beat the system. Like, they do things like that. They like float up without in the wrong direction. I'm not sure how. Like that guy, what the heck was he just doing? So they're somehow they're breaking the physics of the simulator. I feel like this time they're already doing better. Yeah, they really are. So they kind of know how to go every direction now. At least from in the beginning. That's cool. Oh, is the stream laggy? It looks a little laggy. Probably because my CPU's at like 100%. See what my CPU's at. Could have just opened up the task manager. I don't know why this is taking forever to load. Oh yeah, it says my GPU kind of like maxed out sometimes. Which is surprising. Usually my GPU isn't used that much. What are the stats on? Oh, the FPS isn't capped anymore? Damn. That's a problem. Show this scene instead. The scene shouldn't use the GPU too much. Interesting. I was probably doing that before with the training videos that I tried to take too. I forgot why I capped the frame rate in the first place. So I uncapped it and now I'm realizing why I did it. Okay. I was supposed to end the stream earlier. But I just want to figure out my tasks one more time so we just stay organized a little bit. I do want to get the free-flying camera from Unity Asset Store. So what I mean by that is like when I go to the game view, right now I don't have any control of this camera. And I'd like to have control of it using like a controller or something. So I assume on the Asset Store somebody has already made that. So let's look that up. I'll see camera or free flying camera. Probably a bad thing to type in because it's not gonna give me that many. Yeah. Let's do camera. And I want free, preferably, because it should exist for free. Maybe just a Google search. Maybe this is what I want. Are there any reviews? Easy ad, works out of the box. Very handy for exploring scenes in play mode. Does exactly what it promises. Quick drop and play, love it. Okay. Wonder if it works with the controller. Incompatible. It looks like he tried to fix it, so and then people left reviews after, so hopefully fix it. I think I'll add this. I'll try it out. Oh, I'm not signed in on this account. Add this asset, accept. Open in Unity. Open in Unity editor. Okay. I think I could download it, but I can't do it in. Got it. Okay, well, I'm just gonna download it, and then I can't import it until I pause this. So I think I could remember the round number we're on, manually save, and then load. Oh, I'm not loading with the file name either. Well, the thing is I could save it first and then load it. How have the scores changed over time? It's hard to tell because the target changes so often. It'd be nice to get like a moving average of the positions, like over the last like 10 rounds or so. It's not hard to set up. I would also like statistics visually represented on the screen. So we could, you know, I should move these buttons further apart so we don't do that again. Let's visualize stats or training stats. That's something I'd like to do. But yeah, during that short time, they're actually learning pretty well what to do. They're learning the spin strategy, which I don't love because it's not very human-like. So one of my goals is to get it to be more human-like. But they are actually figuring out how to do it in any direction, which is what the goal was, basically. Very cool stuff. I wonder if the... No, okay. I was going to say, I wonder if the velocity X, Y, and Z matters depending on the rotation, but it shouldn't. Because I think it's world space velocity, which is better. Hopefully it works that way, because if it's not, it will be too hard for them to figure out. I'm guessing. I didn't make their neural network better after I increased the complexity, so that might also be a problem. Let's see what they have right now. What are they working with? Oh, they have 32 hidden nodes and 2 layers of that. That's actually a lot. Oh no. Damn it, they're not using the velocity yet. Because... maybe they are? No, they're definitely not. Because I'm only telling it to get 6 inputs. I'm surprised it's not breaking because of that. Why is it not breaking? Yeah, so that's 9 brain inputs. I'm giving it 9 things. And in brain, what does it do with those 9 things? Inputs. It takes it. Maybe it doesn't care about the size, actually. So what's the forward function do? The forward function takes what it gets. It takes it as inputs. No, it definitely needs to know how many inputs it has right now. So before I press save, I'm going to save the brain. Actually, no, these brains aren't going to be good anyways. Alright, let's just restart it. Okay. So it has 9 inputs now, and I do want to make this automatic. I shouldn't have the to-dos in there, I should actually have the to-dos in here. Make network input detection automatic. Okay, and that's not a priority though. So this is the initial target position, which I don't really care about right now, but that's why it doesn't start in the middle with the drones in the beginning. Okay. Drone. So the other thing I wanted to do, yes, that's what I was thinking of, is when we load the round, I'm not passing the file name. So we also want to do the same thing we did for saving with loading. I think we could just, well, we could say string file name here. And if I want to call it something different, I could do it in the other script. So that's where I load and save things. So where do I load? I actually load not the correct way. So load round right here. I do it in fixed update where I should be doing it in the round handler, like in between rounds. But actually it doesn't really matter that much. So I'm gonna pass in load file name. I should change the other one to be save file name. So I'm gonna say, change this one to save file name. And we're just gonna take this and replace it with load. And I think I should put load closer to load round. Okay. And then we have to change that here to be save file name. Apparently there's 2 more errors. Load round, round to load, yes. And then also give it load file name. Load round brains. Wait, so I don't have to give this the file name? No. Just have to give that the file name. Okay, so now we're all set for that, which is cool. So now when I go to scorekeeper, it should have the file name I want to load and the file name I want to save. Instead of initializing those, I'm just going to leave them blank. Because I think it just saves whatever Unity had last in this case, which is better. So they should be empty now. Or they save whatever was last, so they don't get overwritten each time. So if you change the file names, they will stay whatever you change them to until you change it again. Because like right now, I don't remember what it was. Could I? Nope. All right. So this was probably, I could look up the file name in the actual files on my computer to figure it out, but we could just call it what it was again. It was drone, nope, random target v1. That's what I called it. So if we want to load that, we could just do the same thing. Random target v1. It might make more sense just to make these the same, just use the same variable. But for now, I'm okay with that. We don't actually have anything saved for that yet. So we gotta do that. Okay. So now they should be using their velocity as input as well. And hopefully they figure some stuff out. All right. Very cool. So now saving the progress is easy. I just have to click manual save and it will just save it instantly. At the end of the round, that is. And then when I press load, it will load whatever round I want. So I change the round number that I want to load and we'll load it. That is not automatic. I have to remember which rounds were saved. And that's what I'd like to fix next for the file save system. Okay. But I think there's enough to unpack here that I could just turn on autosave. Actually, you know what? Let's restart the training. Turn on autosave. Autosave makes the rounds take a really long time, so I'm not going to leave the stream on for this part, I don't think. I'm probably going to end stream and just train these guys overnight and see what we get. Oh, I'm not even going to be here tomorrow, so probably we'll probably train these guys for 2 nights and days. So Monday night I might be back. So these guys will get a lot of training before the next stream. So autosave's on, so in between each round, it saves all of the brains for the first 50 rounds, and then after that it's every 100 rounds. That's because sometimes in the beginning you see a lot of progress made in the very first few rounds, so I save every round in the beginning for the first 50, which honestly is overkill for the drones. It was better for the car simulator because they learned more in the first few rounds. The drones actually take a lot more rounds to figure stuff out than that. I should increase the round time though when I get a chance. Let's change that to 5 at least. So that's why it takes so long in between rounds now. I don't know if it's worth it. Might be worth it. I don't know. Oh, something else that I want to do completely different from what I'm working on is set up a Discord. So that way I could post I don't know, useful scripts and stuff in there for you guys to look at. I have an easy way to share stuff during streams. Maybe I should turn off autosave for every round. But only for the first 50 rounds, it's really slow. So you know, I'll just do manual save right now. I'm just gonna watch it for the first couple and then turn back on autosave after, because this is way quicker. See how quick this is. So we'll let it run for a couple and then save this round. Saving takes a really long time. Stream is lagging so bad when I have to cap the frame rate. I really do. Well, you guys don't have to see it like in that format, so this is probably better. Okay. Alright. I think we're all set to end the stream now. Because these guys, they'll train. I'll save the first 50, I don't care if it takes that long. Because I won't be watching it. And we're good. So we got Git set up, so we might as well make a commit of some sort. What did I do? What's today's date? 1/29/2022 stream. What things did we do? We made target that changes position. Added load and save file names to, yeah. Gave drones velocity, access to velocity, X, Y, and Z directions. What else? Let me look at the task list. Drone's velocity. Did that the other day. Okay. That's what we did. And the ability to move the target around and stuff. I did collect some B-roll, but I didn't actually do that. Alright, we're about to hit the 2-hour mark on the dot. So I think that's how I'm going to try to keep the streams for now, unless it's like either a good stream where I feel like I'm on a roll and want to keep going, or I just have a lot of free time and I want to stream more. But other than that, I think I'm going to try to keep it very short streams, just more often. So that way I do it more consistently. So, let's see. Let's practice my stream deck abilities. There we go. Alright. So I'm going to train these guys a lot. Today, tomorrow, and probably until Monday night, where hopefully I stream again. If I don't, maybe these guys will still be training. But they should be very good at following these dots by then. Honestly, they don't need that much time to train. It's just happening. So we're going to see very trained drones in the next stream or video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully we get a lot more done next time, because this stream was pretty productive. So let's hope the next one's the same way. All right. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next